Okay, so today's 10 a.m. session was a foam rolling and stretching session. So for foam rolling, we started with calves. So foam rolling calves, you can do one at a time or two at a time. You can cross one leg over the other to put a little bit more pressure if you want a more intense massage. So I'll just start just below the knee and roll towards your ankle. If you feel a tight spot, you can sit on that spot and wiggle on it till that tension subsides. And then from there, you can move up to hamstrings. So start just below your butt and roll down towards the back of your knee. You can do one at a time or both at the same time. Try to foam roll each muscle group for at least 1 minute. You want to do at least that long if you're going to increase your range of motion. Any less than that is good for warm up, but for today's purposes, going longer than a minute is going to be a little bit more beneficial. Alright, so then we're moving up to glutes. So you're sitting on the foam roller, cross one leg over the other. The leg that's over the top is the one you're going to be rolling. So I was on my left side there. I'll give you a side view to see what that looks like. So you're going to start where your glute meets your low back and then roll down towards the bottom of your cheek. Alright, so moving on to IT band, you're going to want to start at about the ball of your hip, and you're rolling down the side of your leg towards your knee. If you want to make this a little bit less intense, you just kind of want to put more weight on your hands and your supporting foot. So yeah, again, if you feel a tight spot, you can sit on that and wiggle on that for a little bit until that subsides. Again, try to do at least 1 minute on each side. Alright, and then moving on to adductors. So you want to lay at like a 45 to the foam roller, and then you're just rolling, down the inside of your leg. So from your groin to your knee, or the inside of your knee. Again, if you feel a tight spot, you just sit on that spot and wiggle on it until that pressure subsides a little bit. Alright, and moving on to quads. So you're going to be perpendicular to the foam roller. So you're going to start at the crease of your hip, roll down towards your knee. Again, if you feel a tension, just sit on that spot or wiggle on it for a while until that pressure subsides, and go on each side for at least 1 minute again. Alright, and then we're going to go to the lower back here. So you got the foam roll right above where my glutes meet my low back. So you're rolling on the QL here, which originates at the hips and then goes up the spine into the back of the rib cage. So you're going to hold each end of the foam roller and just kind of roll side to side. You can kick your legs out at the end for a little bit more pressure or intensity. And then we're moving up to the upper back, so you're going to slide up a little bit and cross your arms and then just roll from about really the mid back to your upper back. And then we're moving on to lats. So start at your mid back, arms up, and then as you roll down, rotate towards one side. You're gonna rotate up to your armpit. That's where your lats insert, like right at the back of the armpit. So again, like at least 1 minute on each side. If you feel some tension or a knot, try to sit on that spot or wiggle on it. Alright, and then we're gonna move to a chest stretch. So we're just laying on the foam roller. The foam roll is parallel, to your spine, and then you're just gonna hold your arms up and just let them kind of fall down into the floor. So you should feel a good chest and maybe bicep stretch there. Alright, and then, so we got everything rolled out, and now we're going to stretch everything that we foam rolled. So we're going to go to a down dog calf stretch here. So down dog position, long in the spine, tailbone towards the ceiling. Start with your legs straight, push your heels towards the floor, then you can do a calf walk and go back to that leg straight hamstring stretch. Then we're going to go right into a side lying hip flexor stretch. So lying on your side, bend the bottom leg, grab the top leg, pull back until you feel a stretch in your hip flexor. Let's hold these for at least 30 seconds on each side. Alright, and then we're going to go to the pretzel stretch, stretching out that hip and glute and your IT band. And then from there, you can pull one knee at a time into your chest, and focus a little bit more on the glute stretch there. Again, at least 30 seconds on each side. And then we're going to go to a frog stretch. So hands and knees, wide knees, toes pointed out, just kind of slide back until you feel a stretch in your groin. Just show you what it looks like from a side view. And lastly, we're going to go to child's pose. So kneeling position, push your chest towards the floor, hands out, and then you can walk your hands in each direction. So, making sure the opposite side gets nice and long so you feel an extra stretch there. Hold each middle and each side for at least 30 seconds, and then you can go back to the middle. You should be able to sink into the stretch a little bit deeper, and then after that, you're done.